Hello children, a very good afternoon to you all. Hope all of you are in good health. Today we will start with a new lesson from our Bal Bharti. It is lesson number 32, The Noble Monkey. This story comes from the Jatak Tales, the monkey's sacrifice. Now children, you all must be wondering what Jatak tales are about. Now, Jatak tales are small stories to describe the lives of Gautam Buddha. They are written in order to make people learn and understand the messages of Gautam Buddha. They are tales with a moral and are enacted both by human and animals. Now the noble monkey. Children, what is the meaning of noble? Noble means having or showing good personal qualities or high moral principles. So let's read the story and understand. In a forest glade on the banks of the river Ganga, there was a tall shady mango tree. Every year it bore big juicy mangoes that were very sweet to taste. In the forest there lived hundreds of monkeys with their king. The monkey king was bigger, stronger and also wiser than all the other monkeys. So children, as you can see the pictures of many monkeys, these monkeys are hanging on a tree. Okay, which tree it is? It is a mango tree on the banks of the river Ganga. So, this mango tree always gave a shade. It was a shady, tall mango tree. And every year it bore big, juicy mangoes. So, do you remember every year during the summer season, isn't it? We get sweet and tasty mangoes. So this mango tree, it also bore very juicy mangoes. Now in this tree there lived hundreds of monkeys and there was a king. There was a king for them, the monkey king. And this monkey king was bigger, stronger and also wiser. Wiser means very clever. And he took care of all the other monkeys and he also took all the important decisions. Now what is glade, children? Glade is an open space or clearing in a forest. Okay. The monkeys loved the mango tree for its spreading branches, cool shade and delicious fruit. They often played about on the tree and enjoyed eating the tasty mangoes. Their king warned them, "Don't let even a single mango fall into the river. If the current carries it down to the land of men, they will come here in search of the heavenly fruit and destroy the peace in this land." So here the monkeys loved the mango tree for its very cool shade which the mango tree gives by spreading its branches, and they also enjoyed the delicious fruit. Which fruit is that? Yes, it is the mango. So they enjoyed eating the tasty mangoes and played about on the tree. Now the Monkey King always warned the hundreds of monkeys who were there on the branches of the tree. What did he warn? Warn means what? To give advice before any problem arises. Okay, any unpleasant circumstances before it comes, he had warned. What he had warned? He told them that they should not allow even a single fruit to fall into the river, because if the current carries it to the land, the people will come in search of this fruit. And what will happen? They will destroy the peace of this land. They will come in search of this heavenly fruit. Heavenly means wonderful and tastiest fruit. And they will destroy the peace of this land. One day, however, a ripe mango fell into the river and was carried with the flow to the city of Banaras. It was found by a fisherman who had never seen anything like it before. So he presented it to the king. Now what happened? The tree on the banks of the river Ganga. What happened one day? The mango, a ripe mango, fell into the river. Okay, the king had already warned that not a single mango should fall into the river. But unexpected, the ripe mango fell into the river and it was carried to the city of Banaras. And what happened? It was found by a fisherman who had not seen anything like it before. So what he decided to do? He decided to present the mango to the king. When the king tasted a slice of the fruit, he liked it very much. He shared it with his queen and ministers. They all loved its flavor, and in the end it was decided that a search party should be sent to find the tree that bore such divine fruit. Now what happened? The fisherman gave the fruit to the king, and the king tasted a slice of the fruit and he liked it very much. So immediately he shared the fruit with his queen and with all his ministers. Everyone liked it very much. Now when all of them loved the taste of the fruit, the king decided to send a search party. He decided to send his ministers and servants in search of the tree which gave such a wonderful fruit, such a divine fruit. Divine means wonderful. So he wanted to see where this fruit comes from. A fleet of rafts sailed up the river carrying many of the courtiers and the king himself. By and by, the fleet of rafts reached the forest glade on the bank of the river and also found the mango tree laden with fruit. The king and the courtiers were overjoyed. So the courtiers, along with the king himself, they went in search of the mango tree on a raft. Now what is a raft? You can see the picture here, children. A raft is a piece of wood. It is tied together and it is used as a boat. Okay, so the courtiers and the king, They came in this raft searching for the mango tree. And finally, the king and his men, they reached the forest glade, means where the mango tree was located. And they were overjoyed. They were very happy and excited to find the mango tree laden with fruit. Laden with fruit means having great quantity of fruit in it. When the king's men noticed the monkeys enjoying the fruit, they were annoyed. They decided to drive them away mercilessly. They sent volleys of arrows to kill the monkeys and to scare them away for good. So when the king and his men, they noticed the monkeys eating the fruit and they were enjoying it. Okay, so what happened? They got very angry. They decided to drive them away mercilessly without any pity or without any mercy. They decided to drive them away from the tree. So what they did, the king and his men, they sent volleys of arrows, means many arrows, one behind the other, to kill the monkeys and to scare them away. The poor monkeys were very scared. It was such a cruel thing, isn't it, children? But the king and his men, they wanted the fruits. So they decided to frighten away the monkeys. Then the monkey king swung to the other side of the river and ordered the others to do the same. Move quickly, save your lives by vanishing deep into the forest on the other bank, he urged. However, he soon realized that the river stream was too wide for the others to follow. Quick as lightning, he did something very unusual. Now the monkey king, he was very wise, isn't it? So he ordered the other monkeys to swing to the other side of the river. Okay, he ordered the others to go to the other side of the river. He said them to move very quickly and to save their lives by swinging to the other side. He was not feared about his own life, but he was very much concerned about the other monkeys. However, the monkey king realized that the river stream was too wide. It was very much wide to cross for the other monkeys. So, quickly like a lightning, he did something very unusual. Unusual means something unexpected. What he did? Catching hold of a tall cane with his legs, he swung back to the other side where the other monkeys waited. Then he took firm hold of a branch of a tree. This way, he made a bridge across the river with his own strong body. Now children, see the sacrifice the king monkey does. What he did? He caught hold of a tall cane with his legs and he swung back to the side where the other monkeys waited. How brave, no, this king monkey was. And what he did? He took hold of a branch and using his own body, he made a bridge so that the other monkeys can cross over him. So he was sacrificing his own life. The monkey king then ordered the monkeys to rush to the other side over his own body. The monkeys lost no time in following his command. The monkey king's body was being trampled upon and bruised and injured by the rushing hordes of monkeys, but he did not waver. He kept a tight hold over the cane and the branch till the last monkey landed safely on the other side. By then, he was badly injured and had lost all his strength. He fell down in a swoon. Now the Monkey King ordered all the other monkeys to cross to the other side over his own body. So children, you know, when a person stands upon you, there is an injury on your body. The same way, there were hundreds of monkeys walking over the Monkey King's back to cross the river. But still, he did not show any anger or pain. And what was his aim? His only aim was to save all the other monkeys. His body was completely injured, completely trampled, means it was stepped heavily and noisily. Okay, and it started bleeding also, but he did not show any pain. He took a tight hold of the cane stick till the last monkey reached the other side of the river. Now, the hundreds of monkeys, they kept on walking over his body. Okay, so he was very badly injured and he was completely bleeding and he had lost all his energy and strength, and at last he fell down in a swoon. Swoon means he fainted. He was not able to see anything. He fell down unconscious. The king of Banaras was watching this with amazement. He was touched by the bravery and sacrifice of the great Monkey King. He asked his men to stop shooting arrows. The unconscious Monkey King was gently lifted from the bank of the river and placed on a couch near the king of Banaras. The king tried his best to revive the great ape. After a while, the Monkey King slowly opened his eyes. Now, all these what was going on, the king of Banaras was watching this with great amazement. What is the meaning of amazement? Means with surprise, with shock, and he was pleased to see the Monkey King's sacrifice to save the other monkeys. So what he did, the king of Banaras ordered his men to stop shooting arrows, and he ordered his men to help the Monkey King, which fell down unconscious in the river. He ordered his men to lift him and place him near a couch. What is a couch? It is a sofa which is kept near the king. The king tried his best to bring back the monkey to consciousness. Revive means to bring back to life. So he was trying his best to bring back the monkey to consciousness. And after a while, the monkey slowly opened his eyes. "Why did you sacrifice your life in this way?" said the king of Banaras. "The monkeys are like my children. I am their chief and guide, and it is my duty to protect them. They are now safe and I die a happy death. I am glad I could do my duty." So the king was very surprised. He asked the monkey why did he sacrifice his life for the other monkeys. So the Monkey King replied that the other monkeys were like his children and he was their chief. He felt that it was his duty to save them from dying. So now, after helping them, he feels glad that he has successfully completed his duty and that he can die a peaceful death. So saying, the great ape closed his eyes forever. The king of Banaras never forgot the great sacrifice that he had witnessed. So, after saying this statement, the Monkey King slowly closed his eyes forever. Forever means permanently. It did not open his eyes later. And the king of Banaras could never forget the great duty or the sacrifice what the Monkey King had done in his life. Hope children, you all understood this beautiful story and enjoyed watching the video. Thank you.